Hey guys, in today's video, we're gonna talk insurance, right? It doesn't matter if you own a supercar, sports car, it doesn't really make a difference. It's something that we must have. And yes, there was a YouTuber that actually just did a video about this about a week ago. However, their information wasn't very accurate. Yes, I understand that that individual used to be an auto adjuster, but he gave a lot of incorrect information. And when I tried to just kindly tell them about their information, he wrote basically a paragraph saying how wrong I am. So let's go ahead and talk about this here, because unfortunately, I don't want people having wrong information when you're talking insurance on your supercars. First of all, he talked about comprehensive, okay? He said comprehensive is when an object is moving towards your vehicle and you collide with it. That would be considered comprehensive. And that, Adam, is wrong. First of all, comprehensive is when somebody keys your vehicle. It could be hail, it could be vandalism, it could be theft, fire. Those are comprehensive losses. An object falls off of a vehicle, it's airborne, and it hits your car, comprehensive. Once an object hits the ground and it's on the ground, it is considered collision, whether that object is stationary or moving towards your vehicle and you collide with it. That is considered collision, not comprehensive. So you will have some adjusters and some insurance companies still try to label that if it came off a vehicle and it's bouncing down your road. Some of them may consider this being comprehensive, but based off of most insurance companies, that it would be considered collision, and that would also be an at-fault accident. Now, let's talk about what he said with collision. He says, collision covers if you hit someone else. That is misleading, okay? Collision coverage doesn't matter who's at fault, whether you hit somebody else or somebody else hits you. For an example, somebody could hit you and, well, let's just say they're not cooperating, which is under Part E of your auto policy with their insurance company. You have damage to your vehicle. At that point, you can contact your insurance company and file a claim with them. They will pay for the damage of your vehicle as long as you carry collision coverage. So it's just like building a hamburger. Do you want lettuce, tomato, pickles? Everything that you're actually wanting gets added on top of Part A. So not everyone's going to have collision, not everyone's going to have comprehensive. You can have collision and not comprehensive. You can have comprehensive and not collision, and you may not carry either. You may just have liability only on your vehicle. So guys, understanding that aspect, as long as you have collision on your vehicle, it doesn't matter who's at fault, you can go through your insurance company to pay for the damages to your vehicle. Now, what is your deductible? A deductible means that you're self-insured. That's all it means. So it's per occurrence. So whether you hit somebody in the front and then 2 days later you have damage to your back, it's not like medical insurance. Once you hit your deductible, everything's paid at 80 or 100% depending on your medical plans. Each incident per occurrence has a deductible. Whether somebody chooses to have a $0 deductible or 2,000 deductibles in some states. Then Adam went on to talk about car replacement. He stated that you have to be careful. It could be restrictive, meaning that if I have a 1998 Dodge Viper, the only way I'm going to get paid that benefit or that coverage is if I go out and buy a 1998 Dodge Viper. That is completely wrong. That's not how that program works. Basically, if you're involved in an accident and you have USA and you have the car replacement on there, at that point, they will add additional 20% of the actual cash value. So basically, they say my car is worth $100,000, you'll get $120,000 because you get 20% above the actual cash value. Now, from my understanding, car replacement is not available in all states. So you will have some states that will have it, some states that don't. Just like in the state of Florida, we don't have UMPD, which is uninsured motorist property damage. We don't have that in Florida. So at this point, we can't file for UMPD. And that leads me to the next area of conversation that he talked about is UMPD. He said that basically it's like double insuring your vehicle, and it makes absolutely no sense. And that is wrong, Adam. And then Adam went on to say that having uninsured motorist property damage will make your claims go slower. Again, wrong. I don't understand how these people make these videos and be so inaccurate. First of all, let's talk about uninsured motorists here for a moment. First of all, uninsured motorist is a separate coverage, okay? It has different benefits than your collision. In most states, when you have a collision loss, you cannot collect what they call diminution in value, which is DIV. You can collect DIV under uninsured motorists as a first party. So if I have an accident, whether I'm at fault for the accident or not, the only state that gives first party diminution value is the state of Georgia. So if I have an accident, I'm at fault, then guess what? In the state of Florida, I don't get any diminution in value. But guess what? I also won't qualify for any uninsured motorist property damage because that's only able to be provided if you're 0% responsible. So what is uninsured motorist? So a lot of times uninsured motorist is a hit and run in a parking lot. Now there are states like North Carolina that the drivers that hit your vehicle has to be positively identified. And if they're not identified, uninsured motorist coverage doesn't apply. So each state has their own requirements if they have this particular coverage. Now with this also being said, the idea that it makes your claims go slower is absolutely absurd. First of all, most of your insurance companies are going to have the coverages go under your collision coverage. Now again, you can have, collision and uninsured motorists. It's not double insuring yourself. It's basically giving you different types of coverage. So what's to say, for an example, you have collision and you go through your insurance company, it will go through your collision until the uninsured motorist is approved. Many times the uninsured motorist coverage is a cheaper deductible. So if you have a $1,000 deductible, you have uninsured motorist, guess what? A lot of times you're saving about $800 if you have a $1,000 deductible. Now if you carry a $250 or a $200, it depends on the state. Some uninsured motorist is $200, some of them are $250. Georgia used to have a uninsured motorist of a $0 deductible. So guys, understanding your coverages is so important, and I think that they miss so much in their videos. And then the fact that when I told them, I said, look, you know what, in most states, you have to contact the police. The police must be notified, and he dismissed it. If you were an auto adjuster and you bragged about taking a 40-hour course, and you didn't learn that you have to contact the police because you're so wrong on these coverages. It's not double insuring your vehicle. Double insurance is if I have USAA and State Farm on the exact same vehicle. That is double insuring your vehicle. Having collision coverage and uninsured motorist coverage on your policy is no way double insuring. Also, a fun fact is Louisiana, you can only have either collision or uninsured motorist property damage. You cannot carry both. So look guys, getting the right information is so important, especially when you're talking insurance. And then this one was a funny one. They went ahead and started talking about no fault. And what did Adam say? The only state that has no fault is Michigan. Wrong, so wrong. So what is no fault first of all? In every single state, excluding Michigan, is a medical term. That's all it stands for. Florida is a no-fault state. Adam says, to his best of his knowledge and remembering, Michigan was the only one that was a no-fault state. Adam, dude, you're so wrong. There's a lot of no-fault states. And I believe there's like 13, if I'm not mistaken, of no-fault states. And it's, again, medical terms. Means that if you're involved in the accident and you're injured in the accident, you have to go through your own insurance company. That's what no fault means. Now in Michigan, it's a little bit different. There is tort law in Michigan, basically meaning that if you're involved in the accident, both insurance companies take care of their own party's damages. Unless the vehicle was parked and unoccupied and somebody hit that vehicle, then you can go through their insurance. But comment, I sent him a message, gave him a nice reason why he was wrong on all these topics. What did Adam say? Based off the rest of your post, I'm fairly sure you're wrong, Adam. Adam, I hate to break it to you, man, but you're wrong on so many levels, on so many different things that you talk about on your YouTube channel. So again, insurance isn't your expertise. I would probably stay off of the insurance side. because I see the videos of windshields and everything else that you talk about. I see how you guys talk to other people, how you guys belittle people. This isn't the same channel I used to, watch and enjoy. It has completely changed. So yeah, I'm making videos out here about the truth, right? Because I think people need to know what they're buying. Again, part A, liability coverage. Now, some things that some people don't realize when they're talking about maybe a Texas having 25,000 state minimums. Well, Pennsylvania and California have 5,000. That's it, $5,000 state minimums. So Florida, we're not too far behind. We're at 10,000. So guys, make sure if you have a car, if you have any assets, if you have a house, that you're properly insuring yourself, right? You don't want to have an accident. You don't want to have something where they can come after your assets. So liability coverage is very, very important. Again, your bodily injury coverage, you want to make sure you have enough so people don't come after you in litigation. Your PIP, your med pay, uninsured motorists. Remember, uninsured motorists, you do need to contact the police in almost every single state for that coverage to apply. Also, understand that every state has UMPD. In the state of Florida, we don't have it. So if my car is parked at Walmart, someone backs up and hits it and takes off, it's going to be under my collision coverage. What Adam stated, that was wrong. He said collision covers if you hit somebody else's vehicle. Again, collision can cover you if somebody hits your vehicle as well. So again, that was misleading. It wasn't completely correct. So understand what your coverages are. Collision comprehensive. Collision when you collide something with this vehicle. Comprehensive is when it's an act of God. Hail, tornadoes, skiing, theft, fire, all comprehensive losses. General provisions, you got to report your claims to your insurance company in a timely manner. Part E, duties after a loss or accident. So guys, I know Adam, you think you know what you're talking about, but you were wrong. And I want people to know really about insurance when they're buying this for their vehicles. Take care and God bless.